Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Redskins going up against the Cowboys. So now let's go to Landover, Maryland, where Jim and Phil have the call.
The Redskins are ready to run back this kick. And Dan Bailey is ready now to get this one underway. Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL to prepared and ready to go.
Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, this group of wide receivers must go vertical. They must open up the game for the offense. Makes the catch in open space.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got four defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Taken down just 2 yards short of the first. As we focus now on this defensive lineup, take a look at defensive lineman Henry Melton out of the University of Texas, a big-time threat when he's healthy.
Yeah, it's just a good pickup for the Dallas Cowboys defense. Very athletic. We all know, we've heard the story. He was a running back first at the University of Texas. He grew into a large man, and he is an excellent defensive tackle.
Boy, that was a promising drive for quite a while, and finally the defense steps up.
Yeah, the defense stepped up, but also, boy, that was a uninspired play call, I thought, on third down. Didn't give the offense a chance, and the defense took advantage of it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Redskins going up against the Cowboys. Now we'll take you out to FedEx Field where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
So that means Dwayne Harris will be back for the opening kick. The Redskins ready to get this action started. Harris. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. And here comes number 9, Tony Romo, taking the field for the first time.
Tony Romo, probably one of the top 5 quarterbacks when it comes to movement in the pocket. He moves around and slides to find that extra time to throw the football. Then he's deadly with that arm.
The Cowboys snap it up at the 26. It's wide open. Taken down a yard short of the first.
Hard to judge sometimes what time of possession really means in an NFL game, but I know this. When you run the football like that and you pick up decent yards, that's a good thing for the offensive side and a great thing for your football team.
Tony Romo hits Jason Witten with that pass.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer, but these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
First and 10. Romo still got it on the play action. Tony Romo connects with Des Bryant.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center. Second down and 4. Murray's got it on the delayed handoff. As we set now the offensive lineup, one of the most physical wideouts in the league is Des Bryant.
You know, you said it right, Jim. He is a very physical wide receiver. And what really impresses me about Des Bryant, when you go watch the Cowboys practice, he is running and working harder than anybody else on the football field.
Third down and 5. Romo to Witten. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. They march right onto the field with this opening drive, and they're moving the chains with regularity.
They sure are, and I think it's time for the defense to quit sitting in there in that bland defense they're running, take a chance and try to stop this drive.
The Cowboys have it at the 44, eyeing that left side. Got the completion. Murray's hit and brought down.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now.
Let's go.
DeMarco Murray gets the handoff. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1. And here's a look at the defensive unit that'll be looking to halt this offense today. Murray lined up in the backfield. The Cowboys will take the snap from the 35. Murray's hit and brought down.
Very few teams in the league can do this and run the football for first downs. Anytime it's in a situation, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, they don't even think about run because they're not tough enough to get it done. They have to throw it. Nice job of this offense.
Get ready.
First down at the 32. Looking across the middle, and it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
Murray's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. 3-step drop. With 2 hands, he has it.
Well, once again, we see why this quarterback is in there playing. He is one tough guy. Takes the big hit and still throws the football down the field.
This has been a long drive so far. Romo's going to throw once again on this down. Romo connects with Williams.
What's the old expression? Just move to change. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Marching down the field and taking their time. They'll go ground, and there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
The Redskins defense, they got backed up in their own red zone, but you know what? They came through that time. There's a run play. They were waiting for it, and they stopped the offense for a very short game.
What a drive this has been. Romo's back in shotgun formation, and this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Mounting a serious drive. Play after play after play here on this drive. From the gun, Romo. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
On third downs, the defense knows in most situations it's going to be a pass, and let's give some credit to the defensive front. They pressure the QB, and they force the incompletion.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable and I think play better. He should do well here today.
First down and 10. And gains about 1. Here's the group that perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Brought down after a gain of 6. As we focus now on this defensive lineup, take a look at defensive lineman Henry Melton out of the University of Texas, a big-time threat when he's healthy.
Yeah, you're always looking for a defensive lineman that can disrupt the offense from the inside. That's Henry Melton. He can get in the backfield, tackle runners for a loss, and, of course, we have seen he knows how to get to the quarterback also.
Harris got it on the fair catch as the offense heads out now. First down, offense readying for the snap. The Cowboys come out. 2 tight ends on the field. Secures it with 2 hands.
Well, it's a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
DeMarco Murray is in the backfield. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. He's got the catch. Gains 11.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
First down at the 47. Murray looking for some daylight up the middle, and he is tackled at the 44. The Cowboys lead here in the first half, but the run game has been stagnant. Murray struggled to find running lanes in this one.
I think you're right. I think they need to lean on this running game a little bit more. The offensive line has to block better, and sometimes you got to look at the running back and go, you got to break some tackles and make it happen.
Romo set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. Second down and 7. Ball comes out. Good piece of tackling.
Nice job by the offense that time. Even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Romo has everybody split out wide for this snap. Harris is lined up now as a slot receiver. The shotgun formation. Underneath, but can't fine to mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
They come to the line, and it's first down. The Redskins come out in a jumbo set. Catch made.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down.
Second down coming up. The Redskins step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package.
That's a good job by the defense, just playing the situation. Second and short. They know they have a conservative coach on the other side. They played for the run, and they stopped it short of the first down.
The jumbo set on the field. He's got the catch. He's brought down right around the 43-yard line.
Well, Jim, you know, you got to give the defense credit here. There's a pass completion on third and short, but they are so fast and they tackle so well, they bring him down before he can pick up the first down.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Good for only a yard.
The Redskins really have great faith in their offense. They go for it on fourth down, and that faith paid off, and they picked it up.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. He'll throw it over the middle. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Looks to his left. Underneath and incomplete that time.
That is so tough to do. To be that close to these receivers and able to knock the pass down without getting a penalty. Good job.
Second down and 10. Trying to work that left side. Breaks free. No one's going to get him now. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game in the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
The Redskins getting set for the extra point. The extra point is good. The Cowboys set up for the kick return. They've just lost the lead, so need to try and respond. Scores 7-3. Harris going to start his return. And he runs it out to about 27 before he's taken down. The Cowboys now will start this drive at the 27. Tony Romo will take it right from the center. Now first and 10. And to give now to DeMarco Murray. Brought down at the 32. Second down here. Offense lines up here. Dropping back 3. Looking to the right side and throwing. Ball's on the ground. And it's a takeaway. And he's brought to the ground.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
Two tight ends on the field here. First down at the 37. And And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
We'll run it. Here's the handoff. That brings the play to an end.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Redskins break huddle and show a jumbo look. He'll fire it out to the left. And that's enough for a first down.
That's a really good throw and catch. If they get the first down, Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
The Redskins come out. Jumbo package on the field. Touchdown. Washington breaks at the tackle.
Well, you got a lead. You drive down the field. You score a touchdown. Now we're going to find out if the other team can stay patient or will they panic.
The Redskins line up now for the point after. Makes the PAT. The Redskins offense is on the sideline right now, bathing in the moment after putting up points, but it's the defense that really made the difference there, setting up the score with the fumble recovery. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. setting up the return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. First down here. Tony Romo will take it right from the center. DeMarco Murray gets the handoff. That's a gain of only a yard.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 9. Murray's got it on the handoff. Murray's hit and brought down. On the way, third down. Shotgun look here for Tony Romo. From the gun. Throws to the right. On the money.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Let's go.
Murray out to the left. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
DeMarco Murray, just like so many running backs in the NFL, he's big, he's quick-footed, so he can bounce outside when there's nobody there, and that time he gets it done and picks up big yards.
That false start penalty will push them back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
First down on the way. Romo set, empty backfield. Harris is in the slot. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Throw to the left. Finds his mark. Nice tackle.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Bryant's lined up in the slot. Second and 11. Murray's going to secure the handoff. They bring him to the turf. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. To the sideline and complete.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch and gets a first down.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Harris going to get set in the slot for this snap. Romo's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
The Cowboys from the 27. Makes the reception. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority, because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Romo's got it in the gun. Ball is out. A recovery by the defense. Tackles made.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
First down at the 16. That's a gain of 6. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. And he's tackled just 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
The jumbo set on the field. They want to keep feeding him the football.
Good job of knowing the situation on the offensive side. 3rd and short. Don't look for a big run. Just get enough to get a 1st down and get those chains moving.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Staying with the running game on 1st down. That'll stop the play right there. That leads us to 2nd down. They bring in the extra tight end. Pulls it in. He's taken down at the 42.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those 1st downs.
Looking to go up top again on 1st down. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. One more snap, and we'll head to halftime. Out to the left. Reaches out and snatches it. That does it for the 1st half. Cowboys trail in this one. The Redskins ready to return the kick. Into the open. Touchdown.
You can never talk enough about special teams in the NFL. It truly is a third of the game. And when you get a kick return for a touchdown, that just gives you so much momentum. Look at the block. Look at the speed of the returner. Great job, leads to a touchdown.
The Redskins with an extra point try on the way. It's good. The Cowboys now have even more work to do to get back into this one. The score's 21-3. And he'll start his return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Cowboys are set now for their next possession. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked. Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Washington in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score a touchdown. This changes how the other team is going to manage the game from here on out.
The Redskins now will tack on the extra point. The point after try is in the books. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. And here's Harris. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Cowboys bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive.
Get ready.
1st and 10. That's Romo finding Bryant. Bryant's taken down at the 40.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. That's 2nd down coming up. Harris is a receiver in the slot.
Let's go.
Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. Has his target brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
Well, the dink and duck quarterbacks, they love to see cover 3 because they know they're going to drop back and just throw the short passes underneath. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of this defense.
Let's go.
3rd and 2. And the give now to DeMarco Murray. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Well, you have good team speed on the defensive side. You can make plays just like this. You can get it in the backfield and tackle the running back for a loss.
The Redskins come to the line, starting this drive at the 28. The Redskins approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Brings it into his body and gets the first down.
Well, you play this coverage, cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the in cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the in run.
And Claiborne's there to make the tackle.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
Going deep. Off the mark. Second down following that incompletion. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Reed's got it. First down.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Well, once again, the offense is in the red zone. They got a big lead. I think it's up to this defense finally show a little toughness and try to stop them for once.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. The Redskins will go with the pistol on this play. Another handoff. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. The jumbo set on the field. Throwing now to his left. He's brought to a halt.
Hard to throw the football down the field once you get into the red zone. That time the quarterback, well, he knows that. And he looks down there, nobody open deep, throws it short, and they get a nice solid pickup on that play call.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. He's in for the score.
I would bet first and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. have a chance to take off. Fights through that hit. The tackle is made. The Cowboys ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 30. Harris lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. Makes the reception.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
It's now 2nd down. Corners formation here for the defense. Brings it in. Able to make the tackle about 2 yards shy of the first.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
Double tight end formation. The Cowboys take it from the 38. DeMarco Murray gets the handoff.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Cowboys snap it at the 41. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Murray lined up in the backfield. First down at the 46. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Offense lines up here. Tony Romo will take it right from the center. 2nd down and 11. To Williams. He stacked up at that point.
The Cowboys, a lot of people like to throw screens and run draws. No, they look deep down the field. It's not there. They throw it short. They pick up some good yards. Now they can do what they want on third, run or pass.
The Cowboys snap it at the 41. Set up screen. And this will just go for an incompletion.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
Got the completion. Ooh, they failed to pick up the first, and the ball will go back to the other side.
That is called rolling the dice, and that's what it is. It's a big gamble by the offense and the coach. You go for it on 4th down, you don't make it, now you're going to pay the price.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Makes the catch.
When you see zone defenses, throw it into the open spaces. That's what the quarterback did that time. Good job by the receiver running in there and making the catch.
Good throw, good catch, and the receiver fights through to pick up the first.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Interception. In on the stop.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
First down here. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Romo keeps it. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. And here we have 2nd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Flag is out. That's a false start on the offense, and that'll cost them 5 yards.
False start, offense.
2nd and 8 after the penalty. Quarters formation here for the defense. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Romo to Witten.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
Let's go.
Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Williams is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Catch made. He's brought down.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
Romo's going to take it from the gun. Romo to Bryant.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Romo's lined up. Empty backfield. Out of the gun. Sticks to his hands. Burns brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
The Cowboys have it at the 29. To Williams. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first. Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you. Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
It's a two tight end formation. The Cowboys from the 22. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
Hey, you throw the pass on third and short, hoping to catch the defense off guard, and it did not work. The defense is ready. Good job by the defensive players.
Kick is good for 3.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Redskins ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. The Redskins come out in a jumbo set. Carr's in on the tackle. After running it, it's second down. The Redskins step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Has his man. Durant's there to take him down. They have the lead, and this spread offense and aerial attack has been the difference maker.
Well, every coach wants a quarterback who can get it done. I'd say the guy here today, Jim, he had an outstanding day, and he got it done. What a performance.
They're going back up top. Throws the pass. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
The Redskins have it at the 39. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete. Boy, that was some hit that time that knocked the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football. Bad job by the receiver that time.
The Redskins lined up in the pistol. The Redskins have it at the 39. Launching it deep. has the catch. Another touchdown to increase the lead.
That was a long throw and catch by the quarterback and receiver, but that was absolutely awful coverage by the defense. They were out of position, and they give up the long touchdown throw.
The Redskins getting set for the extra point. And the point after is good. The Redskins kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Cowboys come onto the field now for this next series. Harris is in the slot. First down and 10. And he's forced to the ground.
My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
The Cowboys from the 22. Eyeing that left side, and that's a gain of 9.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. The pass picks up some solid yards. Now it's 3rd and short. Every offense is better in 3rd and short than 3rd and long, of course.
Harris lined up in the slot. From the gun, Romo. And there's Witten. This offense can't be stopped on 3rd down no matter the distance. First down here after the completion. Murray's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Back to the air here on first down. And this will go incomplete. Got a hand on the pass and knocked it away.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Romo's back in shotgun formation. He makes the catch. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Well, if the defense is going to make you throw it short, then throw it short, take advantage of it, and that completion gives you a good situation now on 3rd down.
Romo lines up in the pistol. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd down and 2. Avoids the hit and slides.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
To Williams, good piece of tackling.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. Williams, and he's brought to the ground.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Fumble. That brings the play to an end. The offense was able. Officials stop play now. They want to take another look at that last play. Was the knee down, Phil, or was it a fumble first?
I think what we need to do here, let's stop it when the knee hits the ground. And once we stop it, let's look at the football. Does he have possession of it completely at that time? If he does, then it's going to be down. The runner will be down before the fumble occurs.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Inside the last 2 minutes, this one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned.
Yeah, good job by the officials upstairs, seeing it, knowing there was a mistake on the field. That's what I love about the NFL. They're not afraid to admit, to say they made mistakes and turn them around.
Well, the quarterback's hurried on the play, and he throws it incompletion.
And QB had no chance, Jim, that time. No chance. The offensive line just has to keep the defenders off the quarterback a little longer.
The long drive continues. Second and goal from the 8. Looking to the right side and throwing. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
This long drive continues. Third and goal from the 8. Going for it on fourth down. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way. The Redskins are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Reaches out and grabs it, and they tackle him there at the 34.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Durant's able to swat the pass away.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time. He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Redskins in the pistol. Looking to go deep. Intercepted. Nice tackle.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. Looking across the middle, brought down right at the 50. Coming up, second down. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Pass is intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The Redskins will come out in the pistol. Shrugs off the first hit. The defense gets a sack. The Redskins call a timeout. Their first. Second down coming up. The Redskins come out in the pistol. Going for the deep ball. It's intercepted. Tackles made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Harris is going to get set in the slot for this snap. From the gun. Gets it out for the completion. That'll stop the play right there. Second down now. This will be the final snap. From the gun. Has it right on the sideline, inbounds. Most times, Phil, a rivalry game comes down to the wire, but this was one-sided today.
Yeah, you know, Jim, when you play a rivalry game, it's that for a reason, because you know them so well. Then you come out here and just get destroyed. That hurts your confidence, and it makes you worry about what you're doing. You know, a lot of things to correct after this game.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
it.